Let's talk about the 6 exercises that can help get rid of those love handles. The medical term for love handles is a muffin top, but there's actually nothing to love about love handles. For some reason, people don't like their love handles and they want to get rid of them. So I'm going to show you how. So what's happening is that you're getting fat accumulation in your liver. It's then filling up and then spilling off into around your organs and in your midsection. That's called visceral fat. And on top of that, you're also getting additional subcutaneous fat, which is just beneath the surface. So love handles are basically a spill off of fat because there's not too many places left. So your body's just dumping it on the sides of your waist. Now, there's one primary cause and there's 2 secondary causes. The primary cause is basically you're eating too much sugar, refined carbs, glucose, which is then raising insulin, okay? In the presence of insulin, you can't burn fat, and what you're doing is you're storing fat and you're accumulating fat. So that's cause number 1. But if you experience stress, that hormone cortisol will then activate more insulin because there's going to be a release of glucose. During stress, your body runs on glucose. So stress produces glucose. It's called gluconeogenesis because your body's stuck in this stress mode or survival mode, and the quick energy is glucose. So it'll turn fat and protein into glucose. And so stress increases glucose, thereby increasing insulin. Then you have a lack of sleep, which can activate more cortisol, which then activates more insulin. This is why if your sleep is not that great, you're going to be craving carbs. You'll be hungry, usually for carbs. So we have a high carb diet, we have stress, and then we have lack of sleep. And so the solution is to get on a low carb diet, reduce your stress, and improve your sleep. But that's not all. You're going to have to add some exercise to really speed up the process. So these are some intense exercises to focus in on your core, which connects the lower part of your body to the upper part of your body. Okay, the first exercise we're going to talk about are side planks. Okay, now there's several modifications that you can do for side planks that can make things more or less challenging. But this is what you're going to do. You're going to start by laying on your side, and you're going to prop yourself up with one arm. Your elbow should be in alignment with your shoulder, and your forearm should be flat against the ground at a right angle to your body. So you'll stack your legs one on top of the other, so your body forms a straight line from head to hip. Now, with your knee still touching the ground, raise your hips, squeeze your glutes, the butt muscle, and then hold the move for about 30 seconds. Now, while doing this exercise, focus on keeping your abs tight to support your body, and then just switch sizes and then repeat. But this is a great exercise to really target that core, that midsection, and you can add other exercises to this and do this on a regular basis. I would recommend doing it every other day to start out with. All right, number 2, bicycle crunches. Now, it can be tempting to rush through this exercise, but the key is to do it slowly and control your movements so every muscle in your love handle area can be affected. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to lie on your back with your hands behind your head and your knees bent. You'll lift up your shoulders and head off the ground as you engage your abs. At the same time, you're going to lift the feet off the ground, keeping your knees bent so that your shins are parallel to the ground. Then you're going to slowly twist your body so your left elbow moves towards your right knee. Now, as you twist your body, extend your left leg straight out in front of you. Now slowly twist in the other direction, bringing your left leg back to the bent position, with your right elbow moving towards your left knee. As you twist the body, extend your right leg out in front of you. So you want to do between 15 and 30 repetitions. But do what you can, because this is a very difficult exercise for some people starting out. So just go slowly because you're going to be sore the next day. All right, number 3, Russian twists. This is another seated exercise, which is awesome for getting rid of those love handles. And you can even modify this by adding weight as you get good at it. But if you're new to this exercise, do not use extra weights. So start in a seated position on the floor with your butt on the ground, your knees bent, and your feet flat on the floor. Tighten your abdomen, lean your torso back so that you're about to do a 45-degree angle to the floor. If you're not using a weight, Clasp your hands together. If you are using weight, hold your hands just above your abdomen. Still with your knees bent, lift your feet off the ground so that you're balancing on your butt. For additional support, you can actually cross your ankles. Now, twist your torso to the right. Bring your clasped hands or your weight to the right side of your body. Now, twisting to the left, touching your weight or your hands to the left side of your body. Repeat this for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Now, of course, this is another killer exercise, so again, go at your own pace. The next exercise we're going to talk about is the mountain climber. Boy, this one can really raise your pulse rate, your metabolism, and strengthen your abdominal muscles in a major way. You can start out going slow, but then you could speed things up as you get stronger. So to get in a plank position, you're going to lie flat on the floor, face down. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, curl your toes so that they're pressing into the floor, and push up. Lift your right foot off the ground and pull your right knee towards your left elbow, keeping your abs tight. Hold the move briefly and then return your foot to the original position. Now repeat it on the other side. So you want to do this about 30 seconds to 1 minute, again, every other day. All right, number 5, Woodchoppers. This is another great exercise to get rid of those love handles. With this one, you're going to need a little ball, a medicine ball, which actually has weight. So stand with your feet shoulder width apart and raise both arms above your head on the left-hand side. Bring your arms down towards the floor on the right-hand side of your body as you perform a squat while you're twisting your midsection and hips. Perform this several times and then repeat the other side. So I would recommend doing it maybe 3 to 4 times and then reverse this to the other side. But with this exercise, you really want to focus on your form and use the weight that you can easily do this with. So maybe you want to start out with a 5-pound ball and then gradually go up to a 7-pound or even a 10-pound ball. But this is an awesome exercise to get your core in really good shape. Now, the last exercise I'm going to talk about involves the Bulgarian bag, and you're going to be swinging this bag over your head. Now, this is more for advanced exercise. I'm doing this exercise right now, and you talk about an intense workout. Boy, you can get your pulse rate up, and you can get some serious improvement with your midsection, not to mention your shoulders. Now, it's a bit more complex, and it's very difficult to explain, so you're going to have to kind of watch this video and go slow and mimic the motion until you get the rhythm. But you're basically involving a bag where you're putting either rocks or sand in it at a certain weight that you're comfortable with. I think the weight that I'm using right now is about 20 pounds, but I'm telling you, it's 20 pounds is pretty intense. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to grip these two ends of the bag. And so one thing about this exercise is that it takes a lot of grip strength to hold this because you're whipping this bag over your head in a certain motion. So you're going to find that your forearms are going to be very strong. But if you don't have good forearm strength, the whole bag could slip out very easily. So the key is to start at the right weight. So this exercise is kind of a swinging back and forth and using your body to counterbalance, because as you're swinging to the left, you're shifting all your weight to the opposite side. And so it's going to activate your obliques, your abdomen muscles, and a lot of other muscles as well. So start with swinging the bag side to side just to get used to it. And then make sure your heels are planted downward as well. And then as you get comfortable, you're going to actually swing the bag around your shoulders. Don't go too high. Don't actually try to swing the bag straight up and vertical, but you're going to be kind of swinging it over your shoulders and twisting as you go to the other side. So it's a torso rotation as you're shifting to counterbalance the weight of this bag. And as you bring the bag over your head, you're going to be twisting the bag in a certain way so it can go around your head. This is an awesome exercise for building your shoulders. So I've worked up where I can do 20 times one side, and then I'll go 20 times the opposite side. You really have to remember to breathe, because at first you're going to be holding your breath. But you want to get in this rhythm, this cyclic motion, shifting from the left side of your body to the right side of your body, like a circle. But this is an awesome exercise to not just work on your love handles, but it's to get your shoulders in shape as well. All right, so there we have it. The combination of both changing your diet and these powerful exercises. Now you have to make sure that you get on a healthy ketogenic diet, do intermittent fasting, and then you want to do these exercises in the fasting period of time so you can add compounding or enhancement of the results. Now, if you have not seen my videos on how to do keto and intermittent fasting in a very simple way, I put them right here. Check it out.